football season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now it's Watson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go with the option, coming right. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And these two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here's Watson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They start the drive with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Kramer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For the Vikings, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake. Kramer. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kramer. It's caught right side. Dixon.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bears will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Again, it's Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Watson off play action.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Okay, ready? Smith, red.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
11 yards there, just like last play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kramer. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Throwing on 1st down. Kramer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He's going to try and go deep again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Kramer. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And some room to work.
They nearly really sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break them? Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From the 10.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Ready.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Let's go now. 560. Ready?
Off play action. Kramer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. first down. Here's the run with Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kramer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Kramer.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit. It looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
To throw is Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Lewisine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Left side, Cook. And he'll take this down to the 33. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Off the play fake. Kramer. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Watson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Watson. Into the hands of Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him now. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Watson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Watson. It's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
Ready, break.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Charles, so for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what